So before we dive into what is going to be our topic for today, will ladies be able to tell us what their names are, and then we can just be able to go on conversation.
Hi, my name is Jovian.
Greetings, my name is Jennifer. Nice to be here.
All right, so yeah, I have Jovia and Jane today with me, and today we're going to be talking about unity. So, as a young person, what does unity speak to you about? What do you think would be our use of unity in our day-to-day life? So, it's much more of a complex but very sensitive kind of topic for someone to actually talk about. That's why we actually felt like it was something we literally needed to also be able to talk about today. So there was kind of a few things that we as young people, of course, would like to share with you guys out there. Also, feel free if you have a question or you have a comment or there's something that you would actually want to be able to throw maybe a leave on to us. Feel free to throw it into the comments. We can always get back to you on that. And also, you can be able to reach out to our Greater Grace Church at all the media platforms. Of course, if it's a question or if it's something you would want to talk about, it's easily replied to. So, Jane, I'll start with you. So, basically, as a young girl, what would you say about unity? In Ephesians 4 3 to 6, unity really brings us together. It's more over a kind of a spiritual force that gets all of us together. It really gets us to find ourselves in something that gets to have all of us working together, looking out for each other. Because even if, for example, our head back cannot run the whole ministry alone. That's why he has an assistant. That's why there is a head of our departments. That's why there is a youth pastor. That's why there is the ladies ministry. There is the children ministry. So it's unity. Without unity, I do not really think there is much more that people can be able to do on their own alone. So, Julia, what would you really tell us about unity as a young person, a Christian young person?
I'll start with a proverb that says, "United we stand, divided we fall." So, all I can say is that where there is unity, there is growth. Because, like we can see in churches, if different kinds of departments, like they have different challenges, like the church wouldn't have grown. But when there is unity, there's that spiritual growth. Like there's a support you give to each other. As youths, like we go outside there, like there are things we do, but without unity, like the support, we would like to have support from different people. Like you can consult like the pastors, like your parents. So that unity, like the relationship you have with your like with the person, will really cause you to grow, like yeah, and unity, like in unity we get. I'm sorry. Um, uh, Unity brings love, respect, and like the unity we have brings like it builds the bond, like the bond, that kind of relationship we have with each other as youths. Yeah, thank you.
Oh wow, yeah. Actually, that's really impressive because in she really just about she's talked about united we stand. Because indeed, without us all together, I don't think there is something that we can really achieve as people, especially as young Christian people. And also, I would like to open our hearts and minds onto something. As young people, can we disagree but not divide? That's also a question that, when you think about unity, it's something to ask yourself again. Can we disagree but not divide? But then how does that come? We need to be united. When we are united, we know disagreements are human, disagreements come all the time, disagreements are always from everywhere. But the fact that we are united, we're going to still stand. We're going to still be there. You understand? And also, unity does away with tribalism, religionalism, because we are united in one Christ. So, meaning whatever it is that is coming after that is literally background noise. So, it's because of unity that I'm Uganda, I'm a Michiga by tribe, she's from Uganda, someone else is going to be from another tribe. But then all of us are united and we are sisters in the body of Christ and we are always willing to be there for each other. But then that could not be possible if we were not united, if we were not a group of people that choose to be like the love as and is coming after they have wronged us. Then the whole point for forgiving someone, the whole point of trying to mend relationships that have, been broken because of certain reasons doesn't really have something that brings it to life. So it's because of unity that we always amend those broken relationships because we all want to go a step further than what we are with these people that we are around with because this is the body of Christ and the body of Christ cannot do not give a chance we go, but then it comes when we're united as one person. That's how it gets to come. Also, unity is one thing that connects the popular and unpopular youth in the body of Christ because one of them is going to be a celebrity, the other one is just a normal random person. But what connects these two people? What gives them a baseline to be able to stand in, to be together? It's always because of unity. You understand? It's always because of unity, and unity just doesn't stop at church. That's one thing that every young person out there needs to know. Unity does not stop at church. Unity goes way beyond that. It goes into our homes, it's into our workplaces, it goes to school, it goes to family, it goes to almost everywhere we go. So it's very important that we get to learn and live with the whole aspect of unity because it's one thing that is going to help us get friends, it's going to help us live well with our family, and it's also going to better us in the future because you will be out of quarrels, you will be out of unnecessary wrangles, and you will actually find yourself living a much more easier and happier life with that. So, with that, I would like to have my beautiful girls give us our closing remark because this has been a very amazing session. Having such beautiful young girls at their age and with this kind of brains, you have no idea how very proud I am of them. And so, Jane, would you give us a closing remark?
Um, as we are closing, I really want to emphasize the young youth. Okay, to be specific, some teens. Yeah, we need to
As youths, as youths in the church, outside the church, teenagers, wherever you're watching this, like you decide you want to be divided or you want to be together because like division paves the way for the enemy to act in our lives. So, but with unity, like we can work together, and then like we fight the enemy, because the enemy is just there, like needs a space for it like to work. Whenever we are divided, we give the enemy a privilege to come into our lives. So, as youths, like let's have that decision, that good decision we can make, like to bring, like to be united. Yeah.
Wow, isn't that really amazing? Versus unity is one of the actually most certified factors that help in creating the best mental well-being for someone. If you're united with the persons you're living with, if you're united with the body of Christ, your mental health is going to check. You're not going to really have a much bigger problem because mental health comes when disunity is everywhere, when you're divided with everyone, you don't feel loved, you don't feel like you have anyone around you. But if you are a person that fronts unity, you're going to have a much more better life. And again, do not forget today is a Thursday. In case you're out there and you would like to join us for soul winning, the meeting point is going to be at Greater Grace Church Nasana at exactly 6 p.m. Also, do not forget we're going to have Sunday services, a morning service that starts at 11 to 1 p.m., then an evening service from 5 to 7 p.m. Do not forget also Bible College is on, it's almost beginning. If you are interested, kindly reach out to us, or you can physically come to church and you can be able to get all the information that you will be able to need for that. Also, tomorrow, sometime, Grace